All right, so we're going to be doing now numbers 16 through 20, and these are basically converting measures. This is where it's really important to really understand how many milligrams are in a gram, how many mLs are in a liter, etc. So number 16 is 397 milligrams equals how many grams? Well, the first most important thing to know is how many milligrams are in a gram, and that will help put your calculation together. So we know there's 1,000 milligrams in a gram, right? And they're asking how many grams are in 397 milligrams. So you just set up your equation like this over x, and you can already cross this out, and it gives you your grams. Now we're trying to find out. You multiply it, and you end up with 0.397 grams. What I found is that many of you were getting your conversions wrong, thinking that it was perhaps 100 milligrams in a gram or 10,000 milligrams in a gram, so your decimal place was off. All right, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, now let's do the next one. Number 17 is 87 mLs equals how many liters? So how many mLs are in a liter? There's 1,000 mLs in a liter, so you're going to set it up the same way. 1 liter, 1,000 mLs, and you can put your 87 up here over x, and cross that out, and you cross that out, the mLs, so with liters, and you multiply that and end up with 0.087. Okay? Now let's go to number 18. 2 teaspoons equals how many mLs? So, with your conversions, we know 1 teaspoon is equal to 15 mLs. So 2 teaspoons, 5 mLs. Here I'm messing up. And that's the only one that I really memorize all the time, is 1 teaspoon is 5 mLs. That's really important to know. That you'll just memorize in your brain, because we use that quite often, especially for many, many types of dosing. And so then you would just multiply by 2. That's why it's easy to understand what these things are in memory. And then you can figure out your 2 teaspoons per ml. That would be your 10. If you want to do a tablespoon, 1 tablespoon is 15 mLs. And so then you just times that by 2, and 2 tablespoons would then be 30 mLs. Okay, so if anything, if you're going to memorize, make some flashcards or memorize these milligrams to grams, mLs to liters, and understand what a teaspoon, how many mLs is in a teaspoon, and how many mLs is in a tablespoon. That will really help you as you're doing dosing, even for your own kids that you're going to have someday, right? Okay. So let's go to the next one. We have 2 more. The next one is 138 pounds equals how many kilograms? Again, this is one that you need to memorize. So you have 1 kilogram to 2.2 pounds. So that's going to help you with this conversion here. And they're 138 pounds. Over x, so you just cross this out, you're going to multiply that. So this person is 62.73 kilograms, because now you're going to divide your 138 divided by 2.2. So anytime you put someone on the scale and it says 142 pounds, you divide it by 2.2, and you're going to get the kilograms no matter what. And especially with PALS and ACLS stuff, you really need to know your kilograms. And a lot more things are going into kilograms now, like with EPIC in your different electronic health records. It's kilograms. And the last one is 6 ounces equals how many mLs? And it's fluid ounces, so how many mLs? All right, so how many mLs are in an ounce? There's 30 mLs in 1 ounce. So I can see why these last few questions were put on this exam, because these are ones that you should memorize in your head. And we're going to put the 6 ounces up here. Over X, cross that out, and you're going to multiply these two equals the 180 mLs. So cross multiplication is, I think, the simplest way to figure out your whatever it's asking for, whether it's mLs per hour, drops per minute. It's at cross multiplication. You look at your minutes. If it doesn't have an hour, you need to convert. You need to do the 60 minutes in an hour. So that's why it's really important to understand how many milligrams are in a gram, and how many, obviously we know now that there's 60 minutes in an hour, but those conversions, so that can help you put together a formula pretty quickly. And with cross multiplication, it's easy to cancel those out, and you know now you have the correct numerator and denominator, like mLs over hour, etc. All right, and that's it.